From most sources, the plot was considered completely unknown. Basic speculation suggested it would probably focus on our main heroes Alex, Marty, Gloria, and Melman, also the sky is blue. Some suggested that the group may be tired of being in captivity and tried to return to Africa, even though that's, essentially a plot point they've already kind of done, and one source I found that apparently went unnamed claimed all sorts of insider knowledge on Madagascar 4. According to them, this project was set to be the final film in the franchise, ending the Madagascar IP as a quadrilogy. Story-wise, the next chapter was to see the zoo animals deciding on their future and what to do with the rest of their lives. A real Toy Story 4 approach, just several years earlier. The revelation was going to be that the four realized that each of them belong in different places and habitats, and that's where they want to spend the rest of their lives, which, to me at least, makes perfect sense and would be a great thematic beat for the bigger picture of the idea. Or maybe I'm still just liking the aftermath of Toy Story 4. Zoo animals are artificially crammed together despite natively existing across the entire globe. And though this particular pack of characters have adapted and enjoy the company of each other, on an individual basis, they each almost require being set apart in their own lives. Also, apparently Alex was set to meet his mate, which wasn't that kind of already covered with the love interest in the third film? Either way, as the story continues to unravel, the four friends would begin to realize that, quote, friendship does not only mean going on adventures together, but also true friendship will stand the test of time and distance. A potential route with some real emotional beats intertwined in it all. And a seemingly obvious ending considering the varying joys each character has had at different moments at each location they visited over the years. Of course, this info is again from an unnamed source and could easily just be a fancy piece of fan fiction, but I figured it would be interesting to mention. It certainly has me hooked more on the idea that they just repeat Madagascar 1 again, A year on from this news of the film at least being on a release schedule and at least existing in some capacity, DreamWorks Animation began going under some reconstruction. With several films flopping simultaneously with many more releases, the production company decided to emphasize quality over quantity and added a new policy to only release 2 films a year going onwards, essentially purging much of their upcoming library. Taken with this new wave was the chances of a Madagascar 4 movie emerging, which is still really odd. Being one of the top 3 most successful DreamWorks productions would surely mean it would keep up high on our priority list, but then again, after 2014, there seems to be a highlight on new projects instead of the sequelitis that plagued much of the rest of the industry at the time. I mean, sure, there was still Penguins of Madagascar and Kung Fu Panda 3 and How to Train Your Dragon 2, but they're smaller numbers than 4. So maybe they just deemed the series as past its prime.